Now you can't see very much because the sun's still a good ways away from rising, but I just wanted you to take a listen to this bird song. I hope the mic can pick that up, but that's a very happy way to wake up in the morning. Good morning on day 29. Well, I know they say that from about this point on, bears aren't much of an issue out here, but I had a bit of a rough night last night. Bear came around sunset, around 9, making that noise they make when they're pissed off that you're camped in their area. And I showed him the flashlight. He didn't run away, and he continued to come back and make that noise about every hour all night long. So it made for rather disturbed sleeping, and frankly, I was worried. I think for the first time, I was worried that bear was not as skittish as I would have liked him to be. But at any rate, I'm here and I'm out of the forest and walking on this beautiful country road. There's a little church way off in the distance. Sun hasn't risen yet, so it's nice and cool. Glad to have you along. So I'm just taking a little break here in the cornfield, but how's this for trust? So in the last town, I needed to get a stamp. Well, I didn't need to, but I wanted to get a stamp, and there was only one place to get a stamp. So I called the number up, and the person's not there, but the person gives me instructions in broken English, but gives me instructions on how to get to the house. Well, first of all, he gave me the number of the house, and I said, well, what's the street name? But she said there are no street names. So there's several streets. But anyway, I ended up finding the house, and he gives me instructions on how to get into the house. And keep in mind, they're not home. They don't know me at all. And he's given me instructions on how to get into the house just so I can get a stamp for my little Via Transilvanica passport. And it turned out his English was broken enough that one of the instructions I couldn't quite figure out. So a neighbor lady came over to help me get into the house to get the stamp. Just, I can't even fathom that level of trust in a complete stranger, just strictly for the purpose of getting a stamp for the Via Transilvanica passport. But it was much appreciated, and I got my stamp, and the stamp looks really good. So there you go. Trust.